Research shows that lack of digital skills is the main reason why 70% of the digital transformations fall short of their goals. Unfortunately, this has been the case forever now. Why is the digital skill gap so hard to fill? Even companies where digital transformation is a matter of survival, they struggle attracting, retaining, and motivating the talent necessary for success. This is clearly not a recruiting channel here, but lack of talent may be the biggest barrier to digital value creation today. Oftentimes, digital skills are perceived to be IT skills. Some believe they should only hire more data scientists and machine learning experts and all will be good. Get Python skills to save the business. Really? Recent studies tell us that digital talent starts at the top. As one CEO bluntly put it in a recent McKinsey article, even if he's the best football coach, with all the resources, money, and people, it won't let him build a world-class cricket team. The business would first need a great cricket coach, and that person would have the experience to know what talent and playbook is needed to win the game. I know it may sound obvious, but it's a good point. The same is true for digital transformation. The senior leadership team needs to expand its digital expertise to be able to lead and guide digital strategy. The recruiting firm Spencer Stuart was quoted in a recent article about this very topic. They looked at all the jobs companies were hiring, from the CEO all the way to individual contributors. And they analyzed all the job descriptions to see what roles require digital or even technology skills. Not surprisingly, most companies in this day and age require digital skills for the CIOs, CTOs, and most IT roles. Even chief technology or chief marketing officers had requirements for digital marketing and analytics skills. However, and this is a big one, most other roles of the company lack that same digital requirement. Only maybe 10 to 20% of the functional leaders, finance, supply chain, or procurement managers needed to know anything about digital. Now, why does it matter? Most CIOs that talk to me complain about resistance or the lack of understanding of digital transformation in the business. The data shows us why. Leaders cannot take people where they have not been. If leadership does not understand digital, it tends to discourage employees and they tend to move elsewhere where digital is front and center for the leadership team. Now let's step back and look at the big picture. Innovation happens when the business gets under pressure either from the competitors or investors or customers. When under pressure, the leadership team taps into their collective experience and choose a course of action they believe will best help the company. Now, in most cases, digital transformation is not in the skill set of the executive team, and therefore, they tend to pursue other interventions that are more familiar and not digital ones. Hope it makes sense. A broader aspect of the digital talent gap is geography. In a study conducted in England, 42% of the businesses canceled their digital projects because of lack of talent. Talent will go where their expertise is most valued and rewarded. It is a virtuous cycle. Companies that make digital a core strategy will attract digital talent around them, that in return will reinforce investment in those skills by other companies in the region or schools in the area. The companies that innovate and disrupt tend to cluster in certain markets, reinforcing that market leadership for companies that can tap into those talent pools and the markets. In a recent study by LinkedIn, a massive study that looked at profiles of 40 million professionals worldwide, and from that data, it became clear that for companies that want to attract digital talent, they have to operate basically in 10 major cities in the world. In these 10 cities, the top 5 skills on LinkedIn had to do with digital and software technology. Now, these cities included San Francisco, Shanghai, Bangalore, Shenzhen. On the other hand, there were major cities where the top 10 skills had no digital component. And these were, for example, London, New York, Berlin, Boston, Singapore. Location matters. If digital is a core strategy, you need to bet on a location where the talent pool is. The key learning for me in this is this. We require most people in business to have basic financial literacy to perform almost any job. That's why business degrees and MBAs are a common requirement. For the digital future, we should make digital literacy a requirement. The same way you are expected to know what a balance sheet is, you should also understand what machine learning, automation, and predictive analytics can do for your business. As I said in the beginning, I believe digital talent gap is the primary reason digital value creation falls short. The talent needs to be deployed on the top, the middle, and every level of a future digital enterprise. I wish you good recruiting. Talk soon.